Each week, we follow the boss of a major organization as they go undercover to find out what's really going on in their company. This is Undercover Boss, Church Edition. Tony Liuzzo is the lead pastor of Fellowship Baptist Church. He shepherds a membership of 3,650 people and pastors 775 attendees on an average Sunday. He is the boss of 11 employees. That includes 3 pastoral staff members. This week, Tony is going undercover as Bob, an intern from the Dundee University who has found himself off to a late start in the ministry.
Sometimes you can get so wrapped up in the daily grind of ministry and getting things done and hospital visits and meeting with people that sometimes I feel disconnected from the staff and the other pastors that I work beside. And I really want to reach into their lives and see what happens, what are their lives like, what are they struggling with, and what happens behind the doors of our ministries. And today I'm really excited about connecting to their hearts, and I'm really excited actually because I think I'm going to be really impressed with what happens, and I want to see how this church operates when the lead pastor is not present with these guys.
We put hidden cameras in the church office area. No one has any idea that their boss is Bob, an intern from Dundee University.
Hey, I'm Bob. I'm the intern. Just an intern. That's it. Just your everyday intern.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, glad to have you.
Hey, I'm Bob. Nice to meet you. Hey, that's nice.
This is Gene.
Hi, Gene. I'm just an intern.
Meet you.
I'm just your average intern.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, man. I'm Bob. I'm the intern here. That's it. I'm just an intern.
Yeah, I knew you were coming. I met you yesterday, remember? Yeah. Well, we love having interns. It's really cool because Pastor Chris always delegates you guys all our work, so it's really great. So I'm glad you're here, man. It's going to be really great. Cleaning windows, huh? Good.
This has really helped me to find a new respect for my employees.
Hey, we could use some help, man. I am trying to get this area clean, ready for big city, get all the sanding, mess cleaned up.
Man, I've got to say, this is pretty cool. So this whole big city project, I've heard you guys have been working on this for a long time. What's the reason for that?
Yeah, it's taken a long time. I think we started the same project about time Noah did. And I'm looking at management and who's in charge here. I guess everything rises and falls on leadership.
Chris. It's Chris, right?
Yeah.
So, tell me about Pastor Tony. I've heard some pretty cool things about him. I don't know. I've heard he's like a really cool pastor and he's in touch with the people and he's got this visionary personality and just when it comes to him being a father, I've heard he's like the Mac Daddy and at home he's the husband that everybody wants to be like and he's chiseled, he's ripped, he's the next Billy Graham. Is that all that true?
You know, he's okay. He's okay. Hey, you mind doing me one more favor? Could you put some cream in that for me, please? Hey, thanks, buddy. See ya.
So that Chris guy, he's a pretty good delegator. Hey, Pastor Michael, is this okay? Dude, I promise I don't mind redoing it if this isn't what you wanted.
I got it done setting up for Pastor Dave, and he had me stretch out a tape measure for his chairs up there, but let me know.
So Michael, do you like being the youth pastor here?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. I love being the youth pastor here. I feel like I'm Shredder training my foot soldiers. You know, in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but they're not going out to fight for evil. They're fighting for good.
Well, Michael, I'll be honest, that impresses me. That's some really deep thinking.
I like to think of myself as a deep thinker. I appreciate that compliment. But you know, around here sometimes I don't always get the respect that I want and honestly that I deserve because I do work with teenagers, and out of all the pastors, I'm gonna be honest, I create the most life change out of all the pastors that work here. And one day, I'm gonna stand back in the distance as my foot soldiers take over. No longer will I be the little dog on campus, but I'm gonna be the big dog.
I'm beginning to think that Pastor Michael's vision is not the same as mine. To be honest, I'm a little scared. Hey, Lacey, Tracy, Stacy. Pastor Dave?
Just move that stuff out of the way and you can have a seat right there. It's okay, Bob, just move it. All right, Bobby, so you're having a good time, I'm sure. This is exciting, right? Listen, if you've met my brother, of course he's out of town, he would try to tell you what ministry is truly about, but since he's gone, that's my job. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna kind of mentor you a little bit, okay? So the first step of knowing hey, look up here, Bobby. The first step of knowing what ministry is truly about is showing up on the job ready to go with Starbucks. Coffee, preferably of any kind, but Starbucks is the way. If you don't have a Starbucks in your system, there's no sense even pulling up. Sometimes I find myself showing up an hour late because I'm not gonna miss out on my Starbucks. So you gotta get juiced up, you know what I'm saying? Second thing is this, you gotta have a clean workspace. I know you're looking around thinking, this is not very clean, but that's why you're here, because you're gonna make this a clean workspace, okay? So we're gonna work together with that, and I'm gonna show you how it's done. In the ministry, it's all about the facade, making it look good on the outside, but on the inside, things may not look that great. So we're gonna show you how to clean your area up, whether it be the children's department. See, I'm responsible for like big events and things like that, so I know where to pack the things away. And I'm gonna teach you how to pack things away, kind of store it up in the closet. We got a lot of closets, I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna start with this and we're gonna work our way around. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. So what we're gonna do, Bobby, I'm gonna take you to the first closet. This is the one I kind of put away all the children's ministry stuff. You know when you're in a bind and you need to throw it somewhere? Bobby, let me say this first, okay? Whatever you do, make sure the outside looks good, the inside doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's biblical or not, but that's the way I roll. You know, cleanliness is next to godliness. I prefer that to be on the outside. What's in the inside, that's optional, at least when it comes to storing away your junk, okay? So let's just keep this between us. If you ever meet Pastor Tony, he really doesn't need to know. So that's okay, we can fix that. We're just gonna push it back, okay? We're gonna push everything back in there. We'll go to the next closet. I'll show you where to store the other stuff. Sit down. All right, Bobby, we're gonna put this stuff in this closet here. Bobby, don't look at it, just throw it in, okay? Put your back into it. Come on, Bobby. Bobby, let's go. We got a lot of closets to fill. What are you doing?
Dude, I hate to tell you this, but I don't even think your fish is alive.
Hey, listen, Bobby. This is one of those cases that cleanliness is next to godliness, and it does matter on the inside. So just clean out the fishbowl the best you can. Hey, Chris told me a first impression is the best impression, so do your best, okay? I want people to like my office. Hey, Bobby, careful. I don't want you to lose my fish. I already lost 3 fish down that drain. My daughter still thinks that's the original. Go ahead, pour it. It's okay. Bobby, don't crack it. You just pour it. You're getting all shaky. If you drop it, you're gonna crack it.
Dude, you've got to back off and settle down. If you're going to be in ministry, if you're going to handle people the way you handle fish, you're going to be pretty stressed out. Why don't you leave me to do my job? Whoops. I know he's my brother, but I really don't like that guy.
Hey, Bobby. It's Bobby, right?
It's Bob.
Bob. All right, Bob. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you all about how to make a good first impression here at church. You feel that handshake?
Yeah.
Listen, that's a man handshake.
Yeah.
Not too hard, not too firm. Communicates we care. First impression. You get it?
Yeah.
You only get one chance to make a good first impression. So I'm going to show you what that's all about. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, Bobby, so you're probably wondering why we're here in the janitor's closet, learning how to make a good first impression. It all starts right here.
Okay.
And it all starts with this little guy. This is the key to a great first impression.
I like this. I feel like Pastor Chris is really going out of his way to make a really strong and good first impression for our guest.
So we're going to walk the halls, and we're going to find out, we're going to be vigilant. We're going to pay attention to the details because we need to make sure that every single detail is ready when somebody comes in this building. There could be nothing wrong. So we got to make sure this place is ready for a first-time guest. Come on, let's see what we can find. Stop. Do you smell that? No. That's the problem. Neither do I. Empty. This is the magic juice that brings them back. Listen, sometimes they think it's all about the preaching, and it is. But if you want to get them back the second time, it's all about the smell. Go ahead and put that thing in there.
Man, and your passion, I can tell. It's first impressions, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Man, hey, dude, pull it together, man. I'll tell you what, I can tell you're passionate about this. This is really good. And awkward. Dude, I love this. You got to tell me, when you come out here, when you look at that parking lot, when you look over that blacktop, tell me, what is your vision? What do you see?
I want to tell you what my vision is for this First Impressions ministry and for this church. You see, we've been pushing to get one golf cart. Just one, that's all we want. Pastor Tony's all about the budget, and that's important. But we need to dream. When I look out there, I see a whole fleet of golf carts. I see our safety services team zooming up and down the parking lot on Segways. Listen, people, they come in here 1, 2, 3 at a time. I'm talking about shipping them in here, rolling them in, flinging them in. They're just coming in. We're just got the golf carts lined up. It's like high traffic because they love to come to this church. That is a first impression, and that's what I'm talking about.
Well, this is it, coming to a close of this adventure, and I can tell you it's been truly an eye-opening experience, and I can promise you there's going to be some changes around here. Hey, Michael, thanks for meeting with me. I'll be honest, I wasn't trying to deceive you, but I've got a confession to make. I'm not actually Bob the intern. Well, are you surprised?
Wow. Mind is... Can't believe you pulled that off. And, all that stuff that I said. How are you ever gonna let me live this down? Being the big dog one day and everything. One day, that's years and decades down the road. Don't even sweat that.
Hey, Michael, hey, don't beat yourself up about this. You know, we all say dumb things. I'm not going to take advantage of the situation and belittle you. I'm not going to take something really small and make it big, you know. I'm not going to talk down to you, okay? Here's the thing. I was once in your shoes and I did stupid things too, okay? Here's the big thing. I appreciate your zeal and your passion and how you're rallying your troops together and one day being the church of tomorrow and all that. Man, I love your vision. And because of that, this is what I want to do for you. I'm going to give you the best state-of-the-art teen department that there's ever been. I mean, I'll tell you what, we're going to pull some strings and pull this off, and I think we can open that new department up by 2055. And I mean that, just for you, we're going to pull that off.
2055? You can't be serious. I am so excited. After Big City, I thought it was going to be way longer than that. You're telling me that not only do I get to have my kids in the youth department, but my grandkids will get to see our brand new real-life facility? I can't wait to tell our soldiers, our teenagers about it.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris, man. Thanks,
Bobby, hey.
Thanks for meeting with me, buddy. I've been excited about I'll be honest, I've got a pretty big confession to make. I'm not exactly intern Bob like I made it out to be, dude. So,
Nuh-uh.
yeah.
No way!
Yeah.
No! No!
Yeah. So.
Stop. Are you serious?
Dude, okay, all right, yeah. All right, so obviously you're not really good with surprises, but here's the thing, man. I want to tell you, just walking down the hallway and seeing your zeal and passion for first impressions really touched my heart, man. And I want to say, I saw the passion that you have for that golf cart, and here's the thing. I've got a little surprise for you. So after I left, I did a little research into the budget, and I dug up some ads on Craigslist, and I think that I found the perfect thing for you. And I spent $50 on a golf cart, and it's in the parking lot right now.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
So yeah, here's the thing, dude. Thank you for your zeal and your passion, and you need to go check it out, man. All right, dude. All right. All right. Hey, Dave. Thanks.
Hey, Bobby.
Thanks for meeting with me, buddy. I've got to tell you something that I think we really you need to know, and that's simply the fact that I'm not Bobby. All right. And the thing is, I was disturbed and worried about you before, but let's be honest. After this whole undercover thing, I'm outright worried, to be honest. I just wanted to say this, first, well done. I didn't really see this coming. But you know what? We got to stop for a minute and think about some stuff. We got to stop and think about years ago when we were kids. Remember that time you fell out of the tree and you fell? Yeah, and you hit hard. And when you hit the ground, I ran to your side. And I was like, I picked you up and I held you. I carried you. I put you in my arms, and you looked over my shoulder and you were looking down and you were like, why is there only one set of footprints? And I whispered in your ear and I said, because I'm carrying you. And we had a moment. I was there for you. I took care of you. Do you remember this? That never happened. I've never fallen out of a tree, and you've never carried me ever for anything whatsoever. Yeah. Okay, well, you are right. I was just really desperate to say something to save my job, So, where do we go from here? Oh, dude, you kind of tied my hands with this. I don't know what other than to do what I should have done a long time ago, and that's to let you go. What are you doing? I'm just I was just thinking maybe you should pray maybe before you make such a hasty decision, and maybe even oh, you should get that.
Hello? Mom? Hey, this isn't a good... What about baby Davy? Oh, Mom, you can't, first of all, you can't keep calling him that. What? Mom, first of all, you don't need to be using words like that, okay? And secondly, okay. Hey, I thought I was your favorite. Mom, here's the thing, if you had any idea... Okay, all right. Okay, I got it. All right, love you too. Bye. So, here's the thing. I'm going to show you some grace, and you can stay on the team. And here's the thing, though. You are on probation forever, okay? You need to clean up your stinking office, too. It looks like a pigsty. Reminds me of our bedroom growing up. And here's $1. You might want to go buy another fish.